Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's been a busy day for Call of Duty. We got some surprise patch notes and meta changes earlier on this morning, and then out of nowhere, Treyarch actually ended up posting a major blog today detailing the road to launch and a bunch of significant changes they are planning for the launch of Black Ops 6. Unfortunately, they ended up dropping this like an hour and a half after I posted the patch notes video, and because of how YouTube works, I had to wait a little bit to actually post this to ensure that notifications go out because of course, those of you who are subscribed and have the notifications on, you want to be informed of the news right as it happens, so don't want anyone to miss out on anything. And of course, if you were worried about missing out on some news, you want to make sure you're always in the know for everything going on in COD, and you haven't already, feel free to hit that subscribe button and turn on that bell notification so you'll always know when I post a new video, because I always got you covered with the need-to-know details, including everything here that Treyarch's gone through in detail, and there is a lot to dissect and digest. So they want to highlight some key areas of feedback that they are committed to updating ahead of launch. So first things first, the maps. We ended up getting a bit of a preview for the other maps that we are going to see at launch. We know there's going to be 16 launch maps. We saw a handful of them in the beta. So we've got Vault as a multiplayer map. We also have Protocol. We've got Lowtown. We've got Red Card. We've got Vorkuta, which I think is going to be a really cool one. Subsonic. Oh, and a little post-edit Zach here, because I noticed this as I was editing, looking at all the TAC maps on these multiplayer maps that they're previewing. Subsonic, it's just a standard 6v6 map, they say. That TAC map looks like it is basically just like Babylon. And if you played the beta and you played Babylon, you know just how small that map was, where it was spawn, die, walk 4 feet, spawn, die again. Subsonic looks like it's gonna kind of be the same thing, except it just might have more of an interior there. So we could see some pretty crazy action on maps like this. They said before, you know, they have a lot of small to medium-sized maps in general. So this could be another one of those just absolutely chaotic, frenzy-filled maps from start to finish. We've got Payback, and then we also have Warhead, and this is like Nuketown after the nuke went off. They actually renamed this from Sandhouse. It's going to be called Warhead now. Looks pretty cool. That'll be definitely a strike map and a 6v6 map, so 2v2 and 6v6, a chaotic map from start to finish, as Nuketown always is. All those maps, the images for them at least, are works in progress, but of course, we'll have all of those as the official launch maps on day one. They say for spawns, as a key companion to maps, we want to update you on the spawn system. One of the most important reasons we have a public beta is to gather spawn data. Now that we have 2 weeks worth of player data, we'll be making strides in dialing in our spawn logic and identifying and resolving issues for launch. Players may have noticed improvements from weekend 1 to weekend 2, and they're going to be doing more. So basically the same stuff they already told us during the weekend 2 beta patch notes. Performance updates. Our beta was immensely helpful in identifying and resolving some performance issues. Over the course of the beta, we identified several areas that were impacting in-game performance. Some areas where we made progress include resolving general script errors, addressing issues related to in-game user interface, as well as overall improvements to asset streaming, which was causing a lot of packet burst and packet loss. A smooth game performance is paramount to the player experience, and we've been able to chase down sources of in-game hitching and deploy major fixes since the end of the beta. We'll continue to work on these for launch as well. They also say we have some weapon updates inbound, which is going to be pretty cool. So headshot damage. We're excited to see our new weapons in the hands of players. A common piece of feedback that we saw was the low headshot damage reduction and how that impacted the skillful play and made it difficult to challenge certain power positions. We agree with these points and are working on adjustments to many weapons to reward players who land multiple headshots during an engagement. That said, we do not want hit location multipliers to significantly affect the TTK, so we will continue to monitor this, but headshots will be more rewarding in the full game, which is definitely something that I picked up on pretty quick. You would hit upper body shots and it just didn't feel like it was that different as opposed to just randomly striking all across the body, right? Bullet penetration updates. Bullet pen is another system we'll be improving for launch. In general, players should notice fewer extreme cases of bullets doing too much damage through certain surfaces or wall bangs, while also not penetrating as expected through others. So they will be updating where you can get shot and where you can't get shot on some of the maps that we've already played. More updates to come. We'll continue to review data and feedback regarding general weapon feel. There will be improvements to the fluidity of a sniper ADS speed and I guess transition, improved fluidity when swapping weapons during sprint and tac sprints, reduction of weapon motion, small lift to shotguns, and target adjustments across all weapons to keep SMGs from overperforming relative to other classes. weapon balance is an ongoing process and we're working towards at every point in our live seasons. So basically launch, we're going to see weapon updates, probably adjustments to velocities and ranges and all sorts of stuff there with various stats, and then these key confirmed ones here with ADS, fluidity, swap speeds, everything like that. We've also got movement updates inbound as well. We are blown away by all the movement clips during the beta, so we want to highlight some things we're improving. Continued improvements to animation fluidity and fidelity. We identified several areas for improvement to our third-person animation fidelity across slide, jump, dive, and supine prone. Our goal is that what you see in first person is representative of what others see in third person. Adjustments to slide for improved predictability and fluidity. During weekend 2 of the beta, we increased the time you could enter supine during a slide. After further assessment based on your feedback, we reduced that time to find a nice middle ground between where we were in the beta weekend 1 and weekend 2. They reduced the minimum time to slide after sprinting to prevent accidentally crouching. That's the dead slide. Thank goodness. We talked about this the other day in a video. TCaptainX highlighted it really well. They're fixing the dead slide. That's a huge W. Also, there was a slight reduction to maximum slide duration as well. Intelligent updates. As a reminder, you can find our intelligent movement settings in the movements tab. These settings are broken down by various assists like sprint, mantle, crouch, so on and so forth. We identified an issue in the beta with additional settings for mantle assist that allows for further tuning of directional mantles. Those have been resolved, so some slight updates there as well. Then they preview a few other things here. So we'll be sharing a more comprehensive list in our launch patch notes, but we wanted to give you a quick taste of a few changes coming at launch. The winner's circle, they shortened the duration. They are reducing emote spam. They simplified the emote menu and improved fidelity and lighting on it. A kill counter is going to be on your HUD so you can see just how big the kill streak is that you're on. That's awesome. We're reducing overall camera motion on sprint, tack, sprint, and slide. That's huge. I know there was a lot of complaints about motion sickness and stuff and just feeling weird with the camera motion, so that's a big W. Kill order, increased kills as HVT to 3 team score. They reduced the survival score, increased the score limit, and you'll no longer drop your pistol when you're eliminated, and then also improve notifications when you're selected as the HVT. Sleeper Agent removed the time when earning eliminations while Sleeper Agent is active. Stim Shot has been changed from inventory based to cooldown based. That's a big change. Quartermaster will decrease the cooldown time. Resolved an issue where the combat axe would not deal lethal damage at round start. Perks. After assessing perk data, we've made a few updates to ensure compelling decisions are being made. Assassin and Bruiser are moved to perk 2. Dexterity and Gung Ho are moved to perk 1. Then RCXD controls have been updated as well. Then looking to launch, they have more announcements incoming, and of course, I'm going to be covering all those announcements as they do reveal them in the coming days and weeks leading up to October 25th. So of course, if you want to stay in the know and make sure you are always up to date with all the news, be sure to hit that subscribe button on your way out. And if you enjoyed the video, a like rating really would be appreciated as well. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.